And yeah, that's a Crux of Fate. Pretty good card. We actually saw it being very effective earlier on today, where he killed everything but its owner's dragon. So this is probably what he's going to take, unless he has a very strong preference for aggressive decks.
Yeah, look at that. The aggro player takes the Wrath.
Yeah, I mean, he did have Wrath in his deck yesterday.
Right, and you also don't want to pass that card in a team draft. It's almost impossible to pass that in a team draft.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, at least for me. I mean, I'm sure at some advanced expert level you can pass it and screw up your opponent. But
yeah, no, definitely worth it. You know, it's definitely a card that if Paul Rietzl is not going to use it, it's going to be very good against him.
Right,
at least. But though he will probably not get his opponent.
There's a Vault Breaker. There's a we've seen this pack. We know we know the Lightning Shrieker and the Smoldering Refreat make it all the way around the table.
Yeah, shockingly.
Yeah.
You know? But yeah, I think Avian Surveyor is probably the best card here. I would say by a significant
Avian Surveyor,
margin.
Yeah. There's also the Dragon.
Wow,
which
that does combo with Crux of Fate.
Plays very well with Crux of Fate.
Yeah, I wouldn't be super surprised if you took that, though I do think Avian Surveyor is probably the better pick still.
Sure.
Though again,
blue-black has been really good this weekend.
It has, yeah. I mean, you would prefer going green-black because that sets you up for Mardu or for Sultai or Abzan.
Right.
But yeah, blue-black is fine too, and it seems like he's not even considering the Avian Surveyor here.
Yeah, he's actually considering the land or the Destructor Dragon.
Yeah, so just keep his options open. Both of those picks keep his options a little open.
Wow.
Okay.
Passes everything.
Yeah, that's a very aggressive, taking out land. It's possible that they develop a strategy in which, he thinks he should just go a lot of colors and pick a bunch of lands to deny that to the opposing team. And if his teammates know that, then they will adapt, If Matt Sperling knows that Paul Rietzl is taking all of the lands he sees, then Matt Sperling is not going to draft a 4-color deck. But Arielax, Christian Now, and Carrasco do not know that. Right. So it is conceivable.
There's another Avian Surveyor. There's a Soul Flayer.
That gets moved immediately to the top, but that card is one I found is deceptively bad.
Yeah, I haven't. I can see where you can do some pretty broken things with it in a constructed deck.
Yeah, for sure.
I have a hard time seeing how you can consistently make it work in limited. Yeah. It underperforms for me a little bit.
It does, yeah. If you can give it flying, that's already fantastic.
Right.
But most of the time, we're looking at a worse Hooting Mender.
Yeah. I agree. But by the way, we were talking earlier about trying to do all the math on this top 4. Mm-hmm. 77 total Grand Prix top 8s among these 12 players.
Among the 12, okay.
Among the 12 players, and 19 total Pro Tour top 8s.
That is a lot.
Yeah.
Yep.
So he does take the Soul Flayer there. Pseudo Dragon. Doesn't count, though.
Yeah.
Whisper of the Wilds. Oh, he likes the Inoc Guide. Likes
and the
Typhoid Rats. Yeah. Typhoid Rats overall, huh?
Yeah, I think Abzan
and
Beastmaster is the best card in this pack.
Yeah, I mean,
especially
you get to be green-black, draw cards.
Yeah.
And it's the toughest color combination. It has the most toughnesses.
Yes, and there's Rotting Mastodon. No one can compete with that.
Disowned Ancestor.
Yeah, Archer's Parapet.
Yeah.
So yeah, that card's really good, and that would have been my pick as well.
Yeah, and that's what he does.
Well, there's the rats again. Did that 5/5 get moved?
What's that? Oh.
The very bad.
Yeah, no, I think we're going to see the Typhoid Rats.
Yeah, which is a card that has overperformed in this tournament. It's been very, very good for everyone we've seen it with basically.
Yep, there it is. And also, just gives you an opportunity to get set up.
Yeah.
So either I like Merciless Executioner here.
Yeah, I think I like Hooded Assassins a little bit more, but I can totally understand Rietzl's executioner.
Yeah. Basically just a flashback Marauder.
Yeah.
If you're not familiar with the new cards yet.
Though it is a warrior.
Yeah.
So that has implications in this set. Not currently on Paul Rietzl's deck though. It would much rather be a dragon.
What was...
Paul Rietzl is just shaking his head.
Did he just realize something?
Not much to realize so far. There's not many good cards in this pack. There's a land.
Right. Ancestral Vengeance. Frontier Mastodon seems like a fine card here too. Looks like that's the...
It's definitely a solid card.
That formless, I think he took the Formless Nurturing there. Is that the 3/3?
Oh, the Manifest?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely possible.
Oh, Destructor Dragon.
Yeah, there it is.
Which with Crux of Fate lets him go dragons.
Yeah. Yeah, Curse of Fate is really good.
That Crux of Fate matches up pretty well against Ari's deck too.
Oh, yes, he does. Yeah. Ari does have the heel cutters.
The two dashes.
But other than that, that card is devastatingly good against him. Because yeah, if you just got here, we just watched Ari Alexa's draft, and his deck is a red-green, very aggressive build with a bunch of small creatures and pump effects, basically.
So there's a Grumog Angler, which I think is going right to the front of the pack. There's also Dismal Backwater, leaving Sultai open.
Yeah, I do like the Angler a lot. I think that would have been my choice, but again, I completely understand trying to know if there is a Sultai card in packs 2 and 3, he wants to be able to play them.
Right.
Especially in team draft, it's only 6
Not a lot
people.
of blue coming to him in the next couple packs, so he did pass.
Oh yeah, he passed Avian Surveyor.
Yeah.
That's probably the best card he passed.
I think he passed 2, right?
I'm not sure. I think only 1, but
Okay, Whisper of the
might have
Wilds.
been 2.
Yeah, someone passed 2. That might have been Ari. So another Whisper of the Wilds.
Yeah, and in there's a lot of value in staying open in team draft, because if you have to hate draft a card, being able to play it, like if Ari was playing a slightly different deck, had a bunch of lands, he took a Doom Blast that he had no intention of playing. But if things had gone a little bit differently, maybe he could have. So
There's a Grumog Angler.
Oh, okay. So apparently I like that card more than the players at this table.
Yeah, that is Formless Nurturing, right?
It is.
Yeah.
I believe that's the name.
Doesn't take it. So there's a Sultai Skullkeeper, just in case.
Yeah.
Sibsig Host.
And finally a Sultai Rune Mark, which I think is by far the worst Rune Mark. Because if your guy is +2/+2, ideally it doesn't need Death Touch.
Right.
Alright, so Paul Rietzl kind of solidly in green-black control at this point, but he's able to go either Absent or Sultai, depending on the packs.
He's got a green-white land, he's got a blue-black land.
Yep.
Could go into the not red strategy.
Yep, that strategy is great. Yeah, so far hasn't done much in terms of hate drafting or trying to set anyone up to anything. I think just focusing more on his own picks. Which
So Paul relies largely on Magic Online to prepare for any format. He's not someone who's going to do a ton of live drafts when a set comes out. He's going to do his drafting online, and the set just came out on Magic Online.
Oh,
so it's worth noting that Paul is, for as far as draft goes, not up to his normal anywhere near his normal number of reps that he would have at this point.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, well, a lot of the players have already been testing for PT next week. So, for example, we've done like over 10 drafts already with the new cards. I know that Paul joined the team.
Exactly.
Whose intention is largely to just play online. They don't even want to meet before the PT. So that can't be good for him right now.
Right. So there we see a bellowing saddle brute. We see a dismal backwater coming up.
Ooh.
There's a woolly loxodon.
Yeah, really good pack frame. There's also a Sultai charm that he might table.
Right.
Because it's only 6 people. People were in Fate Reforged before, not many gold cards. It's definitely possible that no one is Sultai in this table.
People start out in 2 colors a lot. In Fate Reforged.
Yeah. Here I think he's deciding between the Loxodon and the Saddle Brood. His deck is more control-ish, but I like the Saddle Brood anyway. I think the potential for a busted start that just overwhelms it is just too great.
But he's got the Saddle Brood back 5th right now in the queue.
Yeah, that's very surprising to me. I would be surprised at Sultai Charm because at this point he still has his options open. Like Sultai Charm is the card that's most likely to wheel of all of those, and the card he's least likely to play, both in one. He takes Bitter Revelation.
He takes Bitter Revelation, yeah.
Okay.
He's got a Wrath. He needs to draw cards.
That is true.
There's a Krumar Bonkin. There's a Rakshasa Vizier. There's the Tuskguard Captain we saw kind of wandering aimlessly about the table.
Yeah, just disrespectful.
It's good to see you so passionate about some of these cards. They took the Rakshasa Vizier.
Wow. What's his excuse now? This set's been out for so long. Yeah, wow, that's surprising to me. That card is generally just a giant creature and not usually worth splashing for.
All right, we know he doesn't take that Obzon guide here. We get a little bit of a glitch in the matrix. We're going to skip ahead 2 picks here.
Yeah. Well, so Paul really dedicated to like a somewhat delve low strategy here. And he does have the cards to back it up. He has card drawing, Bitter Revelation. He has Wrath attacks. He has dragons.
Right, hoping for a Treasure Cruise maybe.
Oh yeah, for sure. Imagine Treasure Cruise with Rakshas's Vizier in play. That's a very large creature.
I've also dead dropped with it in play.
Oh god. Yeah.
I liked the card a lot early on in the format because it was in my first draft and I did disgusting things with it, and then my opinion's gone steadily down.
Yeah, it does have a lot of potential in it.
Yeah.
In the sense that it could just be a very cheap 10/10.
Right.
But
and maybe with all the additional delve cards in Favor Forge, maybe it's gone up a little bit.
Yeah. There's a delve card, for example.
But I think he's looking at the 2-drop here, the Smoke Teller.
Yeah, he is kind of short on 2-drops. The Shambling Attendant is a card that's gone up in my estimation since the set was released.
Yeah, what's the big difference for you?
Well, it's just a lot harder to get through. I know a lot of the morphs morph into 5-power guys, which is awkward with the Death Dealer. Well, not Death Dealer, the Shambling Attendants.
Yeah.
But if you manage to dodge those, then the card is actually very hard to kill and just brick walls everyone. Oh, is he going to take the fetch land here? He's probably not white, but he has a couple of white lands already.
He has a couple of white lands, yeah. He could
he works with Delve.
Yeah, works with. Oh, great point. And you could still end up with something like a Doom Blast, or you could just Obzon Guide. You could just open some. Nope. Yeah. Takes the Alpine Grizzly.
All right. Well, there's the second Shambling Attendant, so he's probably very glad he didn't take that one. Because you really don't want 2 of those. You do not
want 2 of those. Wow, look at that Dragon Scale Boon.
It's very late.
And the crystal clear lens of clarity.
Yep.
He got a Thornwood Falls in there.
Yeah.
It's one of the picks we missed.
The ones we missed, okay.
I can just tell you how his picks went that round.
Oh, there's also the... Yeah, he got another card that combos with his Crux of Fate. He got Mandarin Tower Shell.
Oh,
So,
awesome.
yeah, it is. I have done that. I had a deck with Dune Blast and Hostilities and Mandarin Tower Shell. It was fantastic. You just attack, exile it, and then you play a Wrath attack. Next turn it comes back. And very
Attacking.
Attacking, yeah. Very hard to get through.
Yeah. Scary at a table full of people playing Active Treason.
Yes, that is true.
If your Meandering Tower Shell gets Active Treason, it's not coming home. It's lost forever.
Wow.
You can put up all the posters you want on all the telephone poles. It is not coming home.
Wow, yeah. Also really good for the toughness meta cards. Good luck having more than 9 toughness. I'm gonna draw a card with that Absent
That's true.
Beastmaster.
Yeah, the Absent Beastmaster could be a powerful engine for him.
Oh yeah, for sure. He's still lacking, the cheap guys with a lot of toughness. He has no Design Assassins and no Archer's Parapet that we've seen. So it might be a little slow to take off here. But even Whisperer of the Wilds, how often do people have a creature with higher than 2 toughness on turn 3?
Right, and you don't need to have the highest toughness. You can be tied, so morph, that's fine for you.
Yeah, and just Whisperer, and they play a morph, you still draw a card. Then you play your 5/9. Yeah. Oh, there's also the Soul Flare. So a lot of Delve cards for him already. So probably doesn't want to pick a lot of those again.
Right. That Vizier has the ability to go very big.
Yeah, he does.
And it can get flying. It can get Death Touch.
Yeah, the Soul Flare. Yeah.
I'm just trying to see what other. It seems to be about the abilities it can get.
Yeah, flying is I think the key ability in that
Yes.
card. If you can give it flying, it's already a fantastic card.
Right. If you can pay like 3 mana and get a 4/4
For
flyer.
yeah, it's just unbelievably good. And anything else is just bonus.
I've seen constructed lists where people are playing like Grumar Swiftwing, Grumac Swiftwing, so they can give it all sorts. They can make it a little mini Achroma.
That is in this draft format. You could still take it. But yeah, Drogskull Reaver, Sylvan Carotid,
Right.
Chromanticore, like all
Oh
those are
yeah,
pretty good.
Chromanticore.
Yeah. This card suffers a little bit because in this set, a lot of the abilities are given by certain situations. Like if you have an Outlast creature, for example, you could have a lot of guys with First Strike, Tempo, Reach, flying in your deck, but they won't pass those abilities to the Soul Flare.
Right, so this is our bathroom break that we.
Yeah, we've experienced twice already.
Yeah. Again, I'm expecting Chris Fennell's deck to be outstanding. Outstanding. He couldn't even contain himself for the 3rd pack. Then this deck must be spectacular.
Yeah, and so far we've seen, I think 2 very clean drafts from both Ari and Paul Rietzl to decks that we could have seen in an 8-man.
Right. Right.
There's no. Usually you associate team draft with, someone having, 10 cards they're not going to play. Things are all over the place as they try to figure out what's going on.
We did see one hate draft. There was a Doom Blast that Ari Lax hate drafted. Yeah. Obviously not able to play it.
But even then, that was very clean in its hate draftedness. It was just, I just took it.
Right, I'm not trying to do anything tricky here.
Yeah.
I just don't want you to have this card.
And I can definitely appreciate it. That's how I team draft because I know I'm not good enough. So I'd rather not risk it.
Oh, get into all the machinations of what are you putting your opponent into? Because you got to give them a good enough card that they want to take it to put them into it.
Yeah.
And it's only so much of the draft you can control.
Yeah, especially in a format where people can play as many colors as they want. If you think like, I'm gonna just get this Dune Blast through, and it'll be glorious, I'll be a genius. Then the guy just takes it and kills you with it. You're like, oh wait.
What do you like here, Bellowing Saddlebrood or Treasure Cruise?
Well, I like Bellowing Saddlebrood. I think he's going to take Treasure Cruise. But he does have a lot of Delve cards already, so Treasure Cruise is worse.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, okay.
Giddy up.
Yeah, Bellowing Saddlebrood is just very, very good.
How do you feel about Ugin's Construct?
Much worse. That card, Ugin's Construct
look at that. Look at the Sultai Ascendancy. Oh, and an Armament Core.
Yeah.
So I think we might be in the no reds.
Yeah, I'm fine with that strategy. I think either no reds or only reds is good. Yeah, you don't want to.
It's just a binary draft format here.
Yes.
So Sultai Ascendancy was the pick here.
That was Absent Ascendancy.
Oh, Absent Ascendancy.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Which I think is in general I wouldn't believe it's worse than armament cars. So it's interesting to it's also, I think, a worse splash.
Right.
Because, you know, not being able to cast that the moment you want to cast it is more devastating than...
Right.
So interesting pick here. Like, clearly he disagrees. Absent Sen is very powerful. So there's definitely merit to that. And it's very good with Outlast creatures. I'm not sure if he has any yet, but, you know, if you have... Even like Einok Bumpkin, you know, it just becomes impossible to beat your board.
Right. I feel like he's got Hooting Mandrills, he's got the Archer's Parapet, but I think he's going to take the Scoured Barons here.
Yeah, he might. It depends on how many playables he has and whether he needs to take one of the playable cards. You know, I honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if he took Smite the Monsters, Archer's Parapet, Hooting Mandrills, Mistborn Weaver, or the land. All of those are, I think, very valid picks.
Yep, takes the land though.
Yeah, he would probably just wish to take this pack and not just, yeah, I'm done.
I want to opt out.
Yeah, you guys can draft without me now. Ooh, Scout the Border is going to be pretty good for him, I think.
Another Scoured Barons, another Hooting Mandrills.
Oh, yeah.
And another Smite the Monstrous.
Yep.
And it looks like he's identified the land again. He's like, I just want my mana to be good.
Yeah, but what is his white? Is it just Absent and Sanacine at this point?
We're going to have to look.
Yeah. There's probably some other white card I'm not remembering.
Yeah, he takes the Mandrills.
Okay. Oh, that's a very late debilitating injury.
Debilitating Injury and Ruthless Ripper.
Yeah, both very, very good cards, and both cards you would be very happy to take. I mean, we've seen how good Typhoid Rats has been, and Ripper is just a much better Typhoid Rats.
Surprise!
Yeah. You know, those turns where you block with your morph, then they pay 5 to unmorph their guy, you just blow them out so badly.
Wow, look at this. Disowned Ancestor, and Sultai Scavenger, and Dismal Backwater in the pack.
Yeah, wow. And takes the land again.
He's taking the Backwater.
Yeah. Okay. At this point, I think maybe his deck has suffered a little bit because he has a lot of lands, but not necessarily. Wow, he's very happy about that.
Takes his own Backwater, gets rewarded with Treasure Cruise.
Yeah. No, you know, he could have, I think, a very decent 3-color deck. And instead he has a 4-color deck, which is not necessarily bad. He has the mana to support it, but wow.
Wow, he's just, everything's coming back here.
Yeah. I was going to say, you know, he gave up on powerful cards to get to a 4th color that he doesn't necessarily need, but maybe he does need it. You know, look at this, what he's getting.
He got both the Abzan Ascendancy and the Armament Core out of that pack.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And it's very likely that there's no other Abzan drafter.
Yeah, and you had wondered about that while we were watching the draft from Arilax's perspective as well.
Yeah, because Arilax got a very late Abzan guide.
Right. So Hooting Mandrills. He likes that Disdainful Stroke.
He might just take Rashasha's Secret here. He has a lot of Delve cards. No, even though against Arilax, Archer's Parapet would be the better card by far. He doesn't know that, of course.
Right, of course.
But yeah, his early game is a little bit lacking, I think. He doesn't have that, he has a Smoke Tower, he has Typhoid Rats, he has debilitating injuries, so he has a decent amount of things to do early. Whisperer of the Wilds.
Yeah,
so yeah,
two Whisperer of the Wilds.
2 Whisperer, oh okay, oh yeah, so he's completely fine, I think, skipping the Archer's Parapet. And that's Scout the Borders again.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. That's probably going to make his deck has a lot of very powerful Delve cards.
If he ever resolves a Vizier.
Yeah, that's just 20. Yeah.
Man, you wish he had that Tuskguard captain.
Yeah, he does. Did he not take it? Why did he take instead?
I don't remember, but I don't believe he ended up with the Tuskguard captain.
Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah, so it looks like things really did come together for Paul Rietzl, I think.
Yeah.
You know, he's gonna have a solid deck. He's gonna have good mana despite being 4 colors because he took so many lands so aggressively. But he's not gonna pay much for that because he got good cards very late. Right. So yeah.
Lens of Clarity once again.
Once again, last card. Yeah.